I get in my own way, the more I think, the less I say. I hope I communicate the craving. Now I see intentions don't mean much.
So the app that I'm working on, it was inspired by Duolingo, and I just really like the character. And I'm also a little sick, but so the main function of the app is just gonna be to help people build healthy habits with food through 2-day goals. And the reason why I really wanted to do this is because I've always been a big fan of nutrition, and I just know just throughout the years, just family, friends, they've asked for tips and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure because I went to school to be a dietitian, but I dropped out just because I wanted to do something different. Ended up doing just web design, and now the past few months I've gone to designing for mobile apps. But the thing is and I know too from my experience, just with eating, whenever it comes to nutrition, there's so much information out there that can just become overwhelming, because you come across some kind of stuff, whether it's an article or influencers where it's carbs are bad, and then you have these other group of people, carbs are good, and then fat is good, fat is bad, and then do keto, and then do this and do that, and I get it. And then also there's a lot of people, influencers, they push they're trying to push some kind of product. So it's take this or do this, and it's shaking crazy right now. It's they try to sell their program, and it's if you want to be like me, you can eat whatever you want to do this, and within a month or two you'll be just like this. And the thing is it's bullshit, and I wish that they would stay still, but hold up, let me see if I can tweak it a little bit. That boy's shaking like a little crackhead right now. I don't know, I guess it's gonna shake for right now. But the thing is some people, they have just really good genes, and they can eat whatever they want. And the thing is, they use that to their advantage, and they manipulate people because it's because how they look, they can easily sell a program, and they get a lot of people follow them and all that. So with this app, it's based off of Atomic Habits, which is just doing the smallest thing ever, just doing small things on a consistent basis that over time it compounds, and it leads to a big result. So with the app, it's just going to be stuff drink a glass of water in the morning, or eat a serving of fruit, or eat a vegetable. It could literally be a baby carrot. This app is designed to where it's going to be designed, or is currently being designed to where it's super easy. And let's say you just have a bad day, or you're just whatever, and you just, that 2-day goal that you set, if you happen to just how do I phrase it? I guess if you just failed that goal that you set for 2 days, guess what? You can easily start over. Because whenever it comes 7 or 14-day goals, the thing is, if you stop on day 5 or day 6, then you have to start over. And it's you have to go through all that again, those 5 or 6 days. And it's stuff happens. So I want to do 2 days, because it's if you fail, you just start over. And it's and the thing is it compounds over time, and you're building habits. So this isn't something afterwards he did, R.I.P. It's not a thing to where it's some quick gimmick to where it's do this stuff and you have a 6-pack in a month, because you're not. Or lose 20 pounds in a month, you're probably not. And probably, unless you're then you can only lose that much weight while doing like, you know, and with the healthy approach, unless you're like a morbidly obese. But other than that, like 20 pounds, that's crazy. So the goal of this app is just to keep it simple, not do it to where it's a 360 and you just change everything. Because the thing is, if you only change what you eat for a certain period of time, like 2 weeks or a month, and then you go back to your old habits, you're gonna gain it back, because it's like you're just going back to old habits. So it's like you're gonna gain it back. It's if you go back to eating the way you are, you're gonna keep getting the same results that you did. So if you're eating out at lunch, if you bought fast food for lunch and dinner, and you stopped that for a month, and you ate all this food, you just changed what you ate, and you lost weight, and then you went back to how you ate, you're gonna gain weight again, because it's like you're going through the same routine. But the thing is, if you build habits to where it's like you use smaller portions, you're drinking more water, you're changing your meals a little bit, now you're building new habits. So, and you're doing it on a slowly basis, so your body and mind gets like used to it. And then that way, it's like you don't have to kick out the Oreos or the Dr. Pepper or the cake, the pie, whatever it is. Horchata, freaking love that stuff. So if your mindset is just like incorporating new stuff and just making small changes, you'll slowly get used to it, and you won't have crazy cravings to where it's like whenever you're at Walmart and you walk by some Twinkies, you're like twitching, or just be in a very pissy mood because you can't eat coconut pie. I don't like pie, but you know, some people like it, or pumpkin pie. I don't know. So the thing is, like, instead of having to sacrifice all this food, be in a shitty mood, you can keep on eating it. You may not be, you know, it's probably not. If you normally eat 3 things of pie for dessert after dinner, drop it at 2. Drop 2.5, like 2 and 7/8. Like, as long as you're making a small change, that's awesome. That's all I care about. Like, that's just the main point of the app. Just make small changes on a consistent basis. And with the duolingo aspect, just kind of make it fun. Like the character, I'm still working on the branding, so I don't want to say too much about the little dude. But that's why I'm making this app. I know it's hard. There's so much stuff out there. I'm not a dietitian, so I know for sure there's a lot of stuff out there I don't know. So I'm not trying to, and I'll even put a disclaimer like whenever people go into like the onboarding process. But I'm not trying to replace any health professionals or anything like that. I'm not trying to replace dietitians or anything like that. This is just to help people build healthy habits. So there will be a disclaimer, because this ain't, you know, if you got health conditions, stuff like that, go to a doctor, go to a registered dietitian. I'm not trying to replace a doctor, because I'm not licensed by the state to do that, and I'm not trying to do that. This is just building habits, just small changes, like drinking water, eating a vegetable, eating a serving of fruit. Maybe it could be eat a smaller portion of a fast food place they normally go to. Eat a small portion of a snack they normally get after dinner, whatever. So small changes, and yeah. So right now I'm working on finishing up the prototype. So I'm gonna start doing some user testing, and then probably in a couple days start working on developing the app on Xcode, and then all like, you know, start working on the back end and all that stuff. This is the first app I've ever like worked on. I guess like on Xcode. I worked on like 2, but they're like very, very small, like, you know, New Code Academy, like some very small projects. When it comes to app design, I've done a couple. I like redesigned like the Nike app. Not for Nike, it was just like, you know, just for me. catch like a fun project. I've done some other apps. One was like for like set up play dates for dogs, and then another one, I forgot what it was. So with the Xcode, it'll be a whole new thing. The back end, I have everything set up on ChatGPT on what steps I'm going to take, and I have quite a bit left. So, and I'll just share the process I'm doing, because like this is like the first step I've ever done, and my day job is pretty much I have like a web design business, so I just do websites through like Webflow, and then I just got my first like e-commerce project. So they only have two products, so that's cool. So I'm gonna start doing some new stuff on that aspect, like work on the back end. But yeah, so for now, this first project, I'm gonna start working on. I'm finishing up the prototype. Just have a little stuff I gotta tweak, work on the questionnaire that I'm doing. It's like 90% done.
I was all but 22, I think at the time. I'd been out on the road, lonely at night, and it'd been a while, so it was on my mind. Well, I saw him walk in with his cowboy hat, and I thought to myself, I could use some of that.